Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, galactic New Earth angelics of the royal lineage of the Rose Gold Rising. With the powerful full blood moon and total lunar eclipse in Scorpio last night, we continue to receive massive waves of 5th through 12th dimensional energetics flowing into this realm from on high. Through the Vesak portal, Lord Buddha showers down upon humanity the codes and frequency of compassion and enlightenment of the golden way. The path with heart is lit up to guide your way home. Solaris continues to transmit out much light with multiple solar flares, including a powerful M2.46 class flare today. We also have many higher resonance pulses appearing on the Schumann charts today with amplitudes of 20, 19, 23, 22, and a massive blast coming in at 45 Hz. As Gaia and all sentient beings of pure life journey further up the ascension spiral, all is coming into clarity with the higher sight of the sky eye, the vision of the spirit fully open, awake, and aware. For those with the eyes to see and the ears to hear, you are the witness to this great shift of the ages and the transformation of this realm into the paradise Gaia has always evolved to be. Release all distractions and focus on the peace within. All masters throughout time always taught that the kingdom of heaven is within you. We find the love, the peace, the harmony and joy within our still center. Seek ye the kingdom of God within your pure awareness, the presence of your being. You discover the priceless jewel within your very heart through meditation, through prayer. You realize your true nature, which is oneness with God, Creator Source, the Great Spirit, and all of creation. The truth is timeless and never changing. It is beyond all words and all concepts. These things are merely fingers pointing to the moon of enlightenment. It is in the self-realization of your pure nature that all comes into the clarity of the light of day. I was placed along your path to assist you in remembering your almighty I Am presence, which goes by many names. We can say cosmic consciousness, Buddha mind, Christ conscious, sacred self. There is nothing for you to attain. The great awakening is you realizing your true nature of infinite light and infinite life, and stepping into your pure presence as we transform into rainbow bodies of adamantine avatars of light. Aho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor, share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 9 degrees 38 minutes Sagittarius. The sun is at 26 degrees 14 minutes Taurus. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 27 degrees Taurus. An old Indian woman selling beads, and the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 10 degrees Sagittarius. A theatrical representation of a golden-haired goddess of opportunity from astrologyweekly.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Ali Ray. When true forgiveness has purified the mind, the heart, and the emotional field of the entirety of your being, you will find that you exist purely to be and extend love. True forgiveness is a return to innocence and opens the doorway to the kingdom within. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Moricetti. Mega blasts of light codes yesterday. Such a powerful acceleration in our field. It's a leveling up pivotal moment where each of us is clearly pushed beyond our human limits. What's going on in our reality? Our higher self is challenging us to go beyond our limits, our fears, our belief systems, our feeling of being incapable of doing something, is pushing us to break down programs after programs. It's precisely at the very moment when our ego is afraid of not being able to do something that the light of our higher self activates within us. And wow, our light body kicks in and shows us how to hold our light, how to be that light. Which aspect would you like to listen and follow? Your light body or your ego? The light of your soul or your ego programs? Are you ready to surrender and let go and go straight through your programs? Release that energy, emotion, belief system, and open infinite portals within you. The magic portal of your heart is open beyond your fear. The powerful portal of your divine galactic aspects is definitely beyond any human distortion and illusion and lack of power. Throat area affected by this process, we are preparing to speak our truth firmly and with compassion. Take care and trust your higher self. With infinite love, Christina. Christed aspects, galactic aspects, God consciousness, embodiment of your sacred divine aspects. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Michael Love, massive DNA upgrade sweeps across planet Earth, Pleiadian light forces, 5/16/2022. Great beings of light. For the last 18 Earth hours, incredible levels of exotic energy have been streaming into Earth's atmosphere. Many of you are feeling the powerful impact of this light as it penetrates deep into the DNA of your cells. This mix of incoming energy includes multiple strong M-class solar flares, high-speed solar winds, high vibrational cosmic light waves from the galactic core, and of course, very powerful full moon and eclipse energies. Global ascension symptom reports are way off the charts today as the starseeds of Earth work to integrate this massive influx of cosmic energy. Starseeds began feeling very strong symptoms around 12 p.m. Eastern yesterday, and millions of light beings on Earth are still reeling today from the powerful light coming into the Earth. The most common reported symptoms the Earth Alliance have received today are strong flu-like symptoms, feeling disoriented, dizziness, strong migraine headaches, feeling weak, feeling super emotional, feeling irritable, nervous, and anxious. One starseed said that around the time of the blood moon eclipse last night, she felt like she was experiencing the dark night of the soul ×2. The reason for this is that during a powerful lunar event, all low vibrational energies are pulled up to the surface gravitationally to be transmuted and cleared. The good news is after these lower energies come to the surface, the light of conscious awareness shines on them, causing them to be transformed into pure light. Great one. A major planetary DNA upgrade is underway today as all the starseeds of Earth are being transported to an even newer Earth timeline. The Earth Alliance says Earth has never experienced such a powerful energetic transformation, and it is going to continue until full planetary evolution to the fifth dimension occurs. When high levels of magnetic light hits the layered body system, it is most unpleasant at first, and the force of impact can jar your being quite a bit. A biological evolution is taking place inside of you right at this moment. Physical, nano-sized magnetic light particles are stripping right through the DNA of your cells at incredible speeds, causing a complete atomic reorganization. This reorganization and recoding of your DNA allows more light to flow through the body, which provides access to much higher levels of conscious awareness. To be able to integrate this light into your layered body easier, follow this Pleiadian Ascension protocol. Ingest only natural energy foods and drink lots of pure water. Be grounded in nature. Meditate, practice deep breathing, and use monatomic crystals to channel this light through the body and into the earth. Ingest pure white monatomic gold powder. Monatomic gold is the food of the light body because it creates high superconductivity in the cells and allows scalar light to flow with no resistance. You must simply stop, slow down, and rest when the light comes in this way. Sometimes all you'll be able to do is sleep, and this is okay. DNA is only recoded during Delta REM sleep mode. 24 hours after a major influx of light like this, You will awaken as a brand new creation and find yourself on a higher vibrational timeline. On this new timeline, you will notice that things begin to work out in a simpler and much better way. Your senses will be sharper, you will have increased knowledge and ability, you will be more healthy, you will be younger, and your consciousness level will be noticeably higher. This is the evolution that is occurring on Earth, and this is the grand ascension process. Though these ascension symptoms have been very strong today, they will subside within the next 24 hours, so hang in there and don't forget to breathe. Have understanding about what is happening inside of you and have faith that all is well and as it should be. Take it easy this evening and be gentle with you. Feel free to share any ascension symptoms you may be experiencing at this time. Godspeed, Michael and the Pleiadians from 5DEarthProject.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ra James. This week is a Pleiadian portal week. The sun is passing close to the Pleiades star system in the constellation of Taurus right now. Every year from May 16th through the 24th, a Pleiadian portal opens. During the Pleiadian alignment, the Earth and the Sun move into a perfect alignment with the Pleiades. During this time, we have a ton of galactic energy streaming in. The portal will continue to peak and be at its strongest this weekend. The brightest star of the Pleiades, Alcyon, moves into a direct solar alignment with our Sun. Its starlight is helping us to clear any fear, karma, or outdated patterns. That means for many there is a lot rising to the surface. That means major activations for any Pleiadian starseeds. Those carrying a Pleiadian energy signature are going to be receiving extra DNA upgrades. That means many are awakening. This is an amazing time to be connecting for healing. The Galactics are assisting us with the entire ascension process. This is an amazing time to be connecting with the Pleiadians. Last night's blood moon eclipse has activated the next level of your soul contracts. That means for some lessons ending and for some new ones beginning. Follow your soul with this. The Pleiadian alignment is so powerful for twin flames. If you are a flame experiencing a separation, trust that the universe is working hard to bring you into union. This portal is also meant to strengthen your connection with the other side. It's opening up the connection that you have with your higher self, guides, and loved ones, and ancestors in spirit. You may be receiving lots of downloads right now. You may be seeing different colors, colored light, colored energies right now. You may be getting glimpses of the future right now. You may be seeing or understanding your past lives. These energies are powerful. This week is meant to be a space of healing and working on your energy. From SparksOfDivineLightHealing.com. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Seraph Knight. With love, channeled message from the Pleiadian High Council. Dear hearts, we come to you through this soul to impart upon you the magnificent wisdom that is unfolding here on your treasured Mother Gaia. As we speak to you, we say that we see much unfolding with you all. We see many souls struggling to transit through the current timeline shifts. Understand that there is much assistance available for you. Many are choosing to hide their emotions, not knowing how to process the human experience. The galactic sun is bringing forth many galactic codes and diamond codes, light frequencies for you all to embrace. We wish to impart upon your dear hearts to completely embrace what arises for you through the illusion of the human experience. We understand and share our compassion and love to you all, dear hearts, as we see the challenges that confront you as you continue to rise in unity as a collective humanity. The veils are at their thinnest as the codes in your DNA upgrade. Please understand many are harboring deep-seated traumas from their childhood and are fearful of seeing through to clear what no longer serves them. This is okay, as all will come through at their own pace. Also, the importance of the ground is to be aware so as to not project your own human pain onto other souls. Remember your true divinity, your power, your strength and courage will always see you through. The timelines have merged into two specific timelines now. The Golden Gate lays within your very heart, 144 flowing in. The main theme at this current stage for you all as your relationships, divine unions. Much will transform over your timeline as you merge from the 3D to the 5D. You have been given a choice to rise in your power, your sovereignty, your freedom, dear hearts. Many are having physical symptoms. We say to you all to continue to self-love, self-care as you merge through these continual shifts. To move into the higher vibration of 5D, you must release the old human experience, programs and beliefs that are blocking you. We are here to assist you in every way as you transmute what no longer serves you as you all ascend. Many are awakening and many truths will unfold during your timeline on Mother Gaia. In loving gratitude, we honor you all for the journey you have taken on as light workers, light bearers, light keepers, way showers, and star seeds. We send you infinite love and blessings, the Pleiadian High Council, channeled through Seraph Night, and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Raylene Brady. This solar alignment with the Sphinx and Kephren pyramid is slowly coming into full alignment over the apex of the pyramid and will reach its peak energetically on the equinox of 23rd of September. Nothing is new under the sun. This maxim, if remembered, allows us to put back the dismembered parts of ourself and move fully into spherical consciousness. We are cycling back into a state of imbibing in order to sustain. As we walk the ancient land of Kemet, we remember. Eternal light principles provide perpetual renewal of our planet. In order to gain access to all areas in a galactic sense, we draw from that which is above our sun. Sirius, as the great central sun, is the higher self of our galaxy. We are her children, and evolve through the tutelage of this royal stellar lineage, disseminating as a macro-micro process, and in order to walk in transcendent beauty through the perpetual wisdom and efforts perpetually showered upon us. The greatest blessing of the recent Lion's Gate opening is that we have gained more scope. A great percentage of humanity are now choosing to consciously hold the gates of dimensionality open for all. In 3D consciousness and within the constraints of linear time, we have been perceiving Genesis as a one-off event. Nonetheless, more of us are tangibly experiencing being outside of linear time, and that gene, Isis, is perpetually occurring, Genesis, suspended animation. In spherical consciousness, we experience ourselves spiraling back through time, beyond states of unknowing into eternal states of being. Organic time is experienced as being cyclical, not linear. This is first experienced geometrically as circles within greater circles, which then expand and overlay each other. Many heeded the call and have walked through the Lion's Gate, triggering greater release and purification of Sirius to our planet in what I am dubbing a baptism of fire. The veil of Isis is now lifted, revealing the true relationship of our Sun and Sirius, in that they do not conjoin as a calendrical annual event, but that the great central sun, Sirius, is permanently superimposed over our sun on a dimension we have until now yet to perceive. This union is continually pulsing us into higher self-accord. Many are now feeling the shift in frequency very tangibly in their energy fields and physical vessels, but it doesn't stop there. There are currently two versions of Earth that coexist, the multi-dimensional true Earth and the static dimensional alternate Earth, since the third-dimensional Earth no longer exists as we know it. Free will, however, exists on every dimensional level of our universe. These two worlds are now interlocked as an integrated whole and as an infinite evolving process of worlds within worlds, cycles within cycles, spherical consciousness. Part of the chaos humanity is experiencing is the shifting between dimensions, which for most people is unconscious and random, but for you who are gathering experiential discernment and choosing through the vibrational guidance of your higher selves, being impulsed by Mother Earth and her own higher self, the great central sun. You are now assimilating in order to move between dimensions, and indeed between worlds and consciousness cycles with grace and elegance. Khephren's pyramid, my personal favorite, is the elder of the three pyramids on the plateau, and is the great generator of solar magnetism as it enters through the receiver, the Sphinx, converting electrical signals into sound currents via our planetary logos, the ionospheric magnetosphere. Sirius is the realm of sound mastery. The central pillar pyramid acts on behalf of the great solar umbilicus of Sirius, as both our energy transducer, converting and transducing metaphysical energy into a nervous signal to cause physical genetic material to undergo both generation, reabsorption, and transduction, while resonating within the creatrix pattern of the two as one principle, namely two seemingly opposing forces conjoining in solar conduction, metagenesis, or gene-isis, at a level we will assimilate and absorb. This molecular transference is orchestrated by the so-called Sphinx and is attained through acoustical harmonic resonance, and as the alchemical encodements held in sound are ignited, calibrates the correct propulsion rate at a level we can assimilate and absorb. Under the Giza Plateau is an aquifer, which holds the cellular memory of the primordial ocean held in fluidity. The erection of pyramids were indeed a direct reflection of a shift in consciousness known as oceanic consciousness, pulsing the global mind state of humanity. Water is key and is the substrate, underlying substance of material creation. Sound travels 4.5 greater than in air. The increase of our fluidity, harmonic states of passage, stabilizes the nervous system, and our wiring from being fried out as the frequencies of solar magnetism impulses us via the great central sun, and as this radiates out through the central axis point of so-called Khephren's pyramid, which by the way actually predates the other two pyramids, is pre-dynastic and has served in the function of a PSD, primary sound device, for many millennia. One of this pyramid's function is controlling sound augmentation by increasing note values and intervals of multiple sound frequencies that which were previously experienced by us, and has been bridging harmonics and sound resonance created through megalithic power sites in this way for tens of thousands of years. Marconi became convinced that sound never dies. It just becomes too quiet for our human ears to detect. So theoretically, if we could build the right listening device, any sound could be recoverable. Let me explain further. The Giza Plateau is the central axis point of our planet and radiates out as a transfixed cog in a wheel, a great galactic star mirror with all revolving around it. The Sphinx is the conductor and Uluru, the orchestra pit. The so-called Sphinx directs sound and spiraling back and forth through Earth's correlating quadrants and hemispheres, perpetually pulsing all life here on Earth through the cyclic nature of organic time, the time signatures held in the divinity of nature, neter, and into ever-increasing and decreasing awareness of spherical consciousness. Sound is a longitudinal wave. As a sound wave passes through, the air moves backwards and forwards. This movement of oscillation is in the same direction the wave is traveling. Sacred sound assists in bringing us into 0 point, Zep Tepi, dream time, whatever label you want to put on it, never the mind. We don't have to see to know it. Just feel it. Double harmony can be perceived as what is continuously occurring as the harmonic convergence of electromagnetism is spiraling back and forward, and as the spin path of the two becomes one. The name Sneferu in truth is translated as meaning double harmony. Not the name of a king, but a factual description of two forces coming together to create something greater than the two distinguishable or seemingly opposing forces and their qualities, so therefore not only relates to proportions and geometry. Perhaps the vernal autumnal equinox as the sun sits directly above the equator and is in near perfect alignment over the crown of the Sphinx and apex of Khephr's pyramid, holds the secret of the pyramids by revealing how time falls back and springs forward simultaneously, looping back on itself. It is said that if time ran in reverse, all the laws of physics would work the same. An example of this is that the image of everything in front of the mirror is reflected backward, retracing the path it traveled to get there. Nothing is switching left to right or up or down. Instead, it's being inverted from front to back. That reflection represents the photons of light bouncing back in the same direction from which they came, traveling through time, space, and dimensions. We have all eagerly awaited the birthing process, knowing that we would always have the support of the Creator on every level of being. That time is now. Equinox, equilibrium. Happiness is not a matter of intensity, but of balance and order and rhythm and harmony. T. Merton. May you find your true reference point of divine equilibrium, and may these wisdom teachings integrate well in you through the build-up of increasing autumnal equinox alignment frequencies. Sneferu, double harmony blessings. Raylene Brady, equal day, equal night. And from divine Brothor of the light, Pars Kute. We are now in the event for the full moon in Scorpio and the total lunar eclipse on the 15th through 16th of May 2022. The energies of the eclipse portal will unfold for at least 6 months, and they are huge in terms of evolutionary potential. The energies of the partial solar eclipse in Taurus on April 30th continue to be active and will unfold over the next 6 months. The first eclipse activated our soul's highest path and has the potential for big, beneficial change. The second eclipse was last night, May 15th, 16th, peaking at 9:11 p.m. Pacific time. This is a full lunar eclipse in Scorpio and will bring closure and endings to that which it needs to be released or completed. Every cell in our bodies has divine intelligence. Everything within us and in our world is all being infused with the evolutionary new codes, templates, and energies of the highest light that will bring about our next level expression. We are now stepping into the new temples of light and the cities of light. As we have carried the seeds of light from Lemuria to Atlantis to ancient Egypt that are now manifesting in the new earth and the new golden age of light. This is the new timeline, dear ones. Let's enjoy it. With divine love of one, Pars Kute. And from divine sister of the light, Aluna, Joy, Yashkin. Mayan cycles in the May lunar eclipse. 5:15:22 through 5:16:22. What does it mean for you and me? So much has been going on at once that it boggles the mind and spirit. So here are some further insights on the eclipse and Maya calendar dates that the eclipse lands on. Since the solar eclipse of April 30th, we have been stripped bare to the bone and scrubbed clean into newborn babes. So if you can't keep track of anything right now, this time is about letting go of control, and especially our expectations based in the future. We may have felt like a spinning top radically vacillating between extremes, from awesome uplifting insights and feeling dialed in, to a total ego annihilation and a complete decimation of our self-worth. All this is happening to create and put us on a new elevated path. We are traveling through an extra powerful eclipse portal, and to jump right into the question in your mind as you hear this, how much longer is this going to last? The portal ends on 5/16/22 with a powerful full lunar eclipse that triggers one of our major global ley lines. It has not been easy, and this time has really made us dive into a level of shadow work that is deeper than we thought possible. At this point, I don't even know if there's a bottom to this deep dive. Many of us shadow transmutation warriors and earth workers have been feeling tired, depressed, sad, lost, directionless, and have been rehashing life events, but also letting go of the past. Emotions have been all over the place, and we're feeling the universal push to begin to move forward without feeling the usual safety net we used to have. We also felt many amplified physical symptoms as we continue our ascension process. I decided to look at Sunday, Monday's full lunar eclipse on the 2 Mayan calendars I like to use to see what is our base energy that will launch us out of this eclipse portal like the Millennium Falcon exiting hyperdrive. Mayan astrology Yucatec calendar 5/15/22 equal 10 Kaban brings the power of manifesting new projects for the future. 5/16/22 equal 11 8 Snab brings us about integration of the viable past with the energy with balance between service and self-care. 5/15/22 equal 10 Kaban. The number 10 represents energy or power of the calendar. The number 10 is the physical manifestation of our energy's intent. It is the only number that actually brings forth things into the material world, so this is powerful. The plumed serpent ley line, which is connected to all other earth ley lines, is getting vibrated into a higher frequency, but this lunar eclipse and the number 10 is about manifesting through the earth grid's ley lines. We will manifest our intentions through spirit, heart, into the collective consciousness. The day sign of Kaban represents the personality or definition. Kaban works in the spiritual realm and universal consciousness. It is the genesis of very large projects that could also be seen as very progressive and controversial. We will feel very self-empowered to stretch beyond our usual boundaries, as we also lose the need for outside validation to create what we envision. 5/16/22 equal 11 8 Snab. By the time the lunar eclipse enters the next day sign of 11 8 Snab, it gets really interesting. The number 11 integrates anything that is viable from the past and merges it into the future. It will integrate this with all other newly established intentions. This can cause some temporary chaos as it rebalances. 8 Snab also works in the realm of the spiritual world, universal consciousness. 8 Snab is really smart, but it doesn't acknowledge this and will underestimate itself. It can also trigger being self-critical. Take a moment and recognize how much you've learned at this point in your life and celebrate it. We'll need to be mindful about the energy of self-interest versus self-sacrifice and learn a deeper level of cooperation to work together in community. Mayan traditional Quiche calendar 5/15/22 equal 4 Abe brings balance to the path in our journey. 5/16/22 equal 5 AJ Bane brings an elevation to personal global authority and power. This is the calendar cycle that traditional Maya still use in Guatemala. 5/15/22 equal 4 Abe. The power of the number 4 brings about balance in the elements. It also brings balance in our energies and frequencies that are flowing through our bodies during this eclipse. The personality of E, Abe, can bring about a new path. This could be a new direction in our lives, our communities, and world. It may just bring clarity to the path you are already on. But when we add the power and the personality, we can have greater, clear insights on how to balance our changing path. This is the beginning of a new journey. 5/16/22 equal 5 AJ Bane. Power of the number 5 elevates creation with the element of ether, so it is a very otherworldly energy. Our path that we just became clear on will now also become greatly elevated when its energy comes into play past the midpoint of the eclipse. Because of this is very otherworldly energy. We might struggle to stay grounded, especially while we are experiencing a full and very watery lunar eclipse. The personality of Aj brings a lot of pure power and authentic authority during this eclipse. This power can bring in new creative power and recognition to a new path, or it can alter your established personal power, community power, and also global power. This could cause a bit of inner or global chaos when the staff of power and authority is shaken in those who are still stuck in the past paradigm. This could trigger some big changes on the world stage. No one will be able to escape the transformation this time brings. The plumed serpent ley line crosses over the rainbow serpent ley line, and both of these two main ley lines feed into all the other networks of ley lines across the earth, we may feel a bit vulnerable with all the otherworldly ether energy empowering this eclipse. But then there is tomorrow, which is a new day, and has many new energies to build on the foundation and transformation this eclipse has created. From alunajoy.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ramona Lappin, the final curtain lifts on all remaining illusions, delusions, self-denial, and all that is false and artificial. Full and final veil removal in progress. We are going to go deep into the collective underworld where it is unconscious. Be ready and keep shining your divine love light to help heal all, dissolving all remaining matrix illusions, delusions, inversions, and all that is false and artificial, as we shift and align our perceptions to merge as one with the cosmic mind. The final quantum leap from the old to the new, from the old masked self, false and artificial realities, to all that is true, natural, real, and organic. But who will find hiding behind the curtain this last veil? If there is only one of us here. As the spells of forgetfulness fully lift now and our true memories, history, and origins are revealed, this collective soul retrieval, death, and rebirth, merging our multidimensional selves as one, is helping us to recollect, unify, and call all of us back to us, fully purified and healed, unified as one. All fragmented pieces melted back together as one whole again. The memories returned, the quarantine lifted. Our DNA igniting in diamond rainbow plasma light bodies awakening as our wings get ready to spread open and fly, as we remember who we truly are, the one true self, the great I am. We move beyond what can be expressed through words that separate, beyond form, beyond time, beyond space, beyond all illusions and separation now, as we fully remember our true self and nature again, our oneness, knowing ourselves as one with every other, everything, and all of life everywhere, as the power of love is healing the minds, hearts, and bodies of all those who are willing now. The false matrix fully dissolves now as we awaken from the quantum dream. The simulation stops. The nightmare that was never real ends now. Feel into these powerful energies and plasma flows, igniting our multidimensional DNA, diamond rainbow plasma light bodies, crystal avatar selves, and all new organic ascension realities, all from within. Ready to leave the false past behind, the lies and manipulations, limiting and inverted beliefs and perceptions, all based in fear, polarity, and separation, where one always stands for or against one or another, not realizing we are only judging ourselves, people's projections only serving as their own confessions. As they can no longer stand the sea of lies in front of them, the masks fall off, the roles change, all projected out from deep within, so all may see the truth for themselves again. As humanity's hearts and minds are about to open wide, as all is about to change forever, as we remember and re-emerge as our crystalline self, as one with Source again, our true heritage and wisdom remembered that got buried beneath endless wars, suffering, and pain, all had to be released and healed, so that the final curtain and spells of forgetfulness could lift again. Now all the trauma, wounds, illusions of separation and division that are based in false projections, inverted thought forms, and limited perceptions and beliefs, dissolve along with the false matrix based on fear, lies, and illusions, and a past that is no longer what is true. As we truly remember now that it was all part of the dream, the nightmare, now ready to be over. The simulation ends as we remember now, and the truth that is everlasting arises from deep within, who we are and what truly happened. A co-creation of the one, yet separated by their egos, desires, attachments, and delusions. Now we are to forgive it all, as part of the final debt forgiveness, all that has ever happened, all we have ever done to any other, and anything that was ever done to us. As we lay down our weapons, our anger, grief, and sorrows, we stop fighting the enemy within, so the outer wars can end, and peace returns for good. As heaven on earth awakens deep from within our hearts, as they open their crystalline petals wide, the stargate of our sacred crystal hearts open up wide, acting as the portals to the higher dimensions and realms, ascending us all to a higher plane. Eternal love and blessings, Ramona. And from divine Sistar of the Light, Amira Atlantis. Thoughts from the Mir world. Some folks are concerned this lifetime is our last chance to get it right. I believe it is actually our first chance. We have been allowed via free will to get it wrong over and over. Of course, there is really no wrong, so in every existence we have been allowed to create any experience our soul desires, knowing we can come back, balance the distortions, and recreate. On the spiral of time we have a new assignment, knowing that we are going to cease the cycles and illusions that keep us tethered to karma, that we can use our free will and merge with divine will to create. This creates an opportunity for Dharma, a life of service where we allow our high selves to create experiences that complete, heal the imbalances we have created over all our existences, and then we help others by being the ripple effect. For most of us, this is the first lifetime that this opportunity has been made available. The time is now. It's still free will, of course, but our higher selves are large and in charge. This moment in time and turn on the great spiral of Atlantis is unlike any we have been gifted and truly earned. We are blessed to be on the planet and help create something unprecedented in the universe, a society of beings embracing sovereignty through a soul-led life aligning with the prime directive of our soul, joy. You know what Ganesha says, the only obstacle is you. Oceans of aloha, Amira Atlantis, star of the sea, from AmiraAtlantis.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithica, sending waves of Arcturian light healing, blue ray healing, awaken and integrate the current lunar light energies, simply rest and bathe in cosmic light. Higher levels of awakening, see the light cues of rapid expansion. Simply before you, feel the light body advancements, cellular light advancement, love for your day, brothers and sisters, uprising and global unity. From KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Judith Kusel, the ascended hosts gathering at Vesak full moon are and have been beaming so much love and light into this planet. As I was witnessing this, a message came loud and clear. You are the seeders of new life and new beginnings on the new earth. Concentrate on that. Let it be in every living breath. Whatever is seemingly playing out in the old earth, do not give it energy nor expend energy on it. Rather expend your energy and focus on the creation of the new from the heart of love. I love this. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. The full moon eclipse is bringing help from above to set us free from karmic relationships. The seed point reason for these contracts have become null and void and are no longer necessary for enlightenment. The timeline of shadow wounds is ending with new prospects on the horizon. We are at the tail end of the genetic upgrade and out of that timeline for good. Through this celestial gateway we are free. Open your arms and receive this alignment to the abundant supply and harvest that is entering. Now we can let go and let love in. This is happening under the authority of the Most High. Prolific events are here, marking new dawn territory for us to grow, healed from narcissistic abuse. The feminine within is blossoming into divine union with the masculine. Cherish the one you love, yourself. Have faith that this full reconciliation and inner union are progressing you forward into the next phase of union with your external counterpart and soul family reunion. We are entering a season of increase as we rise from the ashes reborn. 444 coming in. You have nothing to hide any longer, which starts with being fully transparent with yourself. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Adrian Elise, May 16th through the 20th, Optimal Ideal. We are coming off of yesterday's powerful total lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Saturn continues to sit in square to the Sun, challenging our path forward. Saturn in Aquarius is pushing us to birth a new life, more in alignment with who we really are and the Aquarian age. Venus and Chiron in Aries will continue to be together this week. The feminine is getting empowered to claim back her energy. We are realizing the massive power available to us as a human soul and a body. Mars and Neptune is feeling grief about where we let this world get so far off the rails, all because we were too programmed with fear that keeps us playing small and from coming into our full potential. But we are getting empowered out of victimhood and into positive change with Mars and Neptune in sextile to the Sun and North Node in Taurus. There is only one direction forward, and it must include claiming our true spiritual wealth and healing our shadow so that we can feel worthy of being the light that we are. We are preparing for a huge surge of energy and opportunity for soul rebirth as Mars moves over into Aries next week. May's grand finale and completion of eclipse season happens with a bang as Mars and Jupiter come together at 3 degrees Aries. This is the invitation from the universe that we have been waiting for. We are finding the power within and claiming the life and world we know is possible. Together we are anchoring in the optimal divine reality. Claim it in your heart with determination and presence of each moment. From AdrianElise.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 258, White Spectral Mirror. The number 11 is called spectral, and its keywords are dissolve, liberation, and release. The 11th day is all about being liberated, depending, of course, on the energy of the day it is combined with. It's a break from the agenda set out on day 1. The yellow star is not shiny today, but hidden from sight. The number 11 has this energy of being out there on its own, a rebel in the wave spell, and hence its reputation as a freedom fighter and liberator. Today is the white mirror, which represents reflection, order, and endlessness. This combination doesn't take much explaining. The truth will set you free. Learning the truth today will result in feeling liberated. Don't be afraid to face it. Clarity is the most important tool to guide you along the right path. Without clarity, we live in delusion and get lost and pulled off our path. We are now in the final days of this round of the Tzolk'in. The spectral mirror does liberate us indeed, and this is especially so. If you have been traveling consciously through these last 260 days, 13 times in the Tzolk'in we experience a white mirror day. Each time we learn some truths, but today's double mirror energy is very powerful, and so don't take it lightly. The guide for the day is also the white mirror, so it's a double helping of truth today. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Spectral Mirror, 11, 8 Snob, Keen 258, 16th of May 2022, Vesak, Buddha Full Blood Moon Lunar Eclipse in Scorpio, the mirror world shatters. 16/5/2022 equals 756 equals 711 equals 72 equal 9. Boom, completion. Day code 16, the tower struck by lightning, unforeseen sudden events. 7, magic, mystic, spiritual, initiation, solitude. 9, completion, endings, destiny, humanity, grace, divine. Looks like we'll be having a huge tower moment today. Month year codes 5, freedom, liberation, change, transformation, movement. 6, heaven, Christ, family, romance, fertility. 11, illumination, portal, gate, polarity. 2, twins, cooperation, partner, duality. 20, the awakening, clear vision. 22, architect of peace, master builder. Keen 258 equal 15 equals 6, heaven, Christ, harmony, family. A hugely spiritual eclipse portal day on this golden Buddha, Vesak, full moon, which will liberate more Christ light. Keen 258 occurred 18 months ago on the very potent 1212 portal, the 12th of December 2020. Through the space-time, this portal is linked to today, helping us to smash out of the matrix. Huge codes for our planetary liberation of Gaias and lightworkers today. 3, 2, 1, final countdown. 3 more kin days to go as we complete the cycle in this galactic spin of the Tzolk'in calendar. Ready for takeoff, magic flight. Vesak Buddha, full blood moon, lunar eclipse in Scorpio. The phoenix rises from the ashes and transforms into the holy white dove. This miraculous, phenomenal celestial eclipse occurred on May 16th and is in the southern hemisphere, Keen 258. The white spectral mirror will ensure that we totally obliterate the old artificial matrix world as we rise victorious, flying through the ashes on our way to Buddha consciousness. A beautiful alignment of codes with the shattering of the old world as we knew it and manifesting the beautiful new world of peace. Divine synchronicity at play to drive our planetary evolution through this miraculous ascension event. A whole planetary kin blast off to 5D bliss. Day 11 of the spectacular yellow star wave spell, where we are awakening our sparkle and using our creativity to attract more beauty, grace, and harmony in our lives, so that our lives become a living work of art. And so we reach day 11, the gateway, and the final countdown to piercing the veil through to source. This 11 gateway aligns with the eclipse portal and Vesak infusion of the highest spiritual light on our planet. The source light will be drenching our planet with golden ascension rays to awaken and enlighten us all. What a day! Today we are reflecting on the illusion of the old paradigm, ready to dissolve and release it in order to liberate the new world of peace, love, harmony, and abundance with much more sparkle in our lives. What a brilliant day! Tone of creation, spectral, tone 11 operates in the emotional realm, and its actions are that of dissolving, releasing, and liberating. The spectral tone provides full purging, transformative power. When we go spectral, we learn to release all that we have manifested in order that we may commence the next cycle. Solid forms dissipate and dissolve. We are finally freed from the emotional baggage and debris that we have been carrying deep within ourselves in order to liberate and become released from the past. 11 is the process of disintegration, stripping away the layers down to our core essence. Unity, the great illuminator, is transforming patterns and structures, freeing you from the things that no longer serve your emerging wholeness. What a spectacular gift on this divine portal day. Today we have the opportunity to pay our karmic dues, settling all debt and purging our souls of any hindrances. A huge blessing to finally get off the karmic 3D wheel. With the spectral tone of 11, cherished ideals, beliefs, and images of all kinds are being brought up for you to re-examine, illuminate, and transform. Examine what appears dissonant in your life, then let it go, bless your past, your pain and suffering, and release it forever. Going through your resistance and blockages prepares a space for greater reflection and truth to flow in unimpeded. As your facade crumbles and your walls come tumbling down, the true illumination of self bursts through. These are very powerful energies at work to create final closure, dissolving all impediments to you finally claiming and aligning with your starry soul self, your God self. Finally cleansed and purged of the old, we have a new vacuum from which to attract new and more vibrant energies and experiences. Out with the old and in with the newer, embryonic, and effervescent rainbow frequencies. Tone 11 symbolizes a gateway in polarity, inviting you to step through into a new, more harmonious and beautiful reality filled with abundant opportunities. Connect with your higher truth, giving you the power to carve a new path of liberation. It is time to rise in the resurrection flames of the phoenix, taking your first flight as the holy white dove. The mirror world shatters. Look in the mirror and brush aside all delusions relating to your beauty and worthiness and that of our planet. Look for the beauty that is revealed beyond the chaos and ugliness. Look past the physical reflection into the depths of your soul. Access your starseed essence and stand in the harmony of your full God presence. You are indeed beautiful, you are worthy, and you are the light. You are made in God's likeness, so how can you be anything other than a radiant spark of the divine? Reconnect with your inner beauty and affirm, I am my full radiant presence now. I am the harmony of the stars. I am a supernova soul. And in so doing, we can now reclaim our beautiful planet Gaia as the pristine, pure, and idyllic paradise that we have all been dreaming into our reality. And so it is. Aho, beautiful starry rainbow dreamers. Today's questions are, what do we need to dissolve in order to release more peace, harmony, and abundance, reflecting on all the beauty in our precious new rainbow world? Are we ready to smash the old matrix, liberating our God consciousness and flying free as the holy white dove? Divine blessings for our smashing planetary liberation. Victory to the light. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger. Keen 66. Keen 258. White Spectral Mirror. The code, the mantra for today is, I dissolve in order to reflect. Releasing order, I seal the matrix of endlessness. With the spectral tone of liberation, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to help support us and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you could either make a monthly pledge or a one-time donation to our links at eaglelovecondor.com. I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmission with powerful codes from our 17th dimensional beings of light through the Pleiades star system. Pleiades 1 messages, May 15th, 2022. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. Ethical progress continues. Virals decrease as photons flood in. Wisdom environments are achieved. Magnetic reinforcements keep happening. Biological adjustments continued. Ashtarans reopen capsules. Time environments are aligned. Molecules rearrange themselves in ascension. Time continues on defrag. Bottlenecks remain on the rise. Tunnels continue to be scoured. Temporarily end of transmission. Pleiades 1 powering chamber from disclosurenews.it. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and auspicious week ahead. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.